and welcome back to episode 54 of our Colorado Rockies rebuild here on Out of the Park Baseball 26. Last we left off, we kicked off the 2031 season. We currently sit with a decent enough record of 8-5. And that is where we are at the moment. Overall, feeling okay. Feeling okay about this team. And so the goal today is just simply to get through as many games as we can on the way through this season. Firstly, a couple just very brief housekeeping notes. I went through and moved around some guys in the minors, cut some guys, just to make everything a little nicer overall. I also have a scouting report on for potential free agent signing Dave Morales, who's just 17 years old, with okay control, a decent changeup, maybe you never know. You never know. So could be an interesting pickup there. I also have some pending offers out to free agents that I will talk about as they become official. So off stream, I played through two series, the Cardinals and the Angels. Neither series went particularly well. We lost 2 out of 3 to the Cardinals, including 1 in extra innings, and 2 out of 3 to the Angels, in which we went from scoring 0 runs and losing to scoring 7 runs and losing. So not a great time overall, but now we face the Arizona Diamondbacks, who at the moment are second in the division, half a game back behind yours truly. So this is a big series early on in the season. Just a quick little 3-game set for which we're going to have Ashby, Herrera, and De Leon on the mound for us. So without further ado, let's kick off game 1. I am going my classic lineup, the starters with one change. Christian Aguilares is going to hit and bat 6th for James Trantos, who, as you can see, has completely forgotten how to hit the baseball so far this season. So Christian is going to get the at-bats here. Ashby, done pretty well so far. We'll just sim until runners in scoring position. Clean. No issues. Jason Dominguez, who, if you watch the past couple of videos, you know we have moved from center field to right field. And seeing as he was originally a left fielder for us, I'm moving him all around. So far in right, though, he does have a plus arm, and the zone rating isn't too shaky, which is a marked improvement. However, his average is a 213, and his power has completely disappeared. So if he continues to struggle, I think we'll definitely move him off of the leadoff spot, which I think is a shame given his speed. And could potentially look to trading him because, as the title says, we are out of money. And I'll get to sort of how and why after this game. As Kyle Sylvia is aboard, no issue. Never mind, there was quite a bit of issue. As Lane Jr. hits it into right, and the Diamondbacks are on the board. And Chanik pops up, nothing doing. I'm going to date this episode a little bit, but yesterday was day one of the wild card series of 2025 playoff, and man, there were some games. I'm a Tigers fan. We took game 1 against the Guardians. That was the most stressful thing ever, but Tarek Skubal is the best pitcher in baseball. The Padres-Cubs game, I think, was kind of a sort of boring game. I only watched, truth be told, about 6-7 innings of it. I think it became clear the Cubs were going to lock that down. Yankees-Red Sox was a phenomenal game of baseball, I think. Aroldis Chapman, who, let's be frank, he's not a good human being, I would say, based on some of the alleged and proven things he has done. And I don't want this video to demonetize, so I'm not going to say what they are, but, Control T, look it up, go to his Wikipedia. He held it down there, and then the nightcap of the Dodgers and Reds, which the Reds turned into a game. Like, the Dodgers are good, but their bullpen, the Dodgers team right now reminds me a lot of the probably 13 to 15 era Detroit Tigers, where what kills them is just the bullpen doesn't have the star power that the lineup or rotation had. Defensively, the Dodgers, though, are better than those Tigers teams. Did they get? They got Tovar, or excuse me, they got Max Clark at second, which is annoying. Jason Dominguez takes a 3-1 pitch all the way to the warning track. That'll score Dario pretty easily. Very good, very good. Dominguez is in. Tian the man famously fractured his foot in the offseason by being injured at a mugging. As you do. Who among us? How you, Lee, now? Come on, Charlie. I want to believe in you. All right, Aaron. Clean fourth inning. There we go. Very nice. Colby Turner struggled much this year. So far, strikes out there. Here's Aguilaris. Just saying, the animation made it look like that was safe. Just, yeah. Throwing that out there. And Tovar gets it down. Yeah, the main problem with the fact that we are out of money is Ezequiel Tovar's contract obviously is up after this season. His 8-year deal ends after 2031, and he missed almost the entire last season due to injury. So we essentially lit that money on fire. And so we need a good year from him this year, but also we can't really extend him right now, even if we want to. And trust me, I want to. Just we do not have the funds right now, which means we need to find them somehow. As Ashby works a clean inning. Oh, looks like the wheels might come off in the 6th. Let's get Luis Castellum warming up. Groover lines out to right. Yeah, good luck advancing there. Jake Moody. A nice double play here. Get out of the inning. It is hit softly to Tovar, but... And they do get both. How slow is Moody? Very good work from Ashby through 6 innings. Yeah, speed is a 45. That tracks with how that double play went. As Condon strikes out swinging. There we go. Colby Turner puts some mustard on the ball into center field. Goodbye. Thank you. 422 feet for the second-year man. Technically, really, he's like the 4th, but he barely played the first 2 years. So in my eyes, this is the second actual year. There we go. Aguilaris gets aboard. I don't think I want him running on Janik. Though maybe I should have, as Tovar hits into the double play. All right. But an insurance run will never go amiss. I think that'll be it for Ashby. Actually, no. I'm going to sit down Castellum. Let's let Ashby Pitch here for a little bit, see what happens. Hey, Sylvia rifles it to left, but it's grabbed by Aguilaris, who, for the record, has a range of 60 and a rating of 70 overall in left. So he's no slouch defensively. Lane Jr. flies out. He's only thrown 2 pitches this inning. Here's Janik. That gets down. Castellan, get back. Hey, Rocchio. Speaking of the Guardians, you better worse against lefties so far. You are so much better against lefties. There he is 0 for 2 today. I will let Ashby face. 1-2 count, pitch, strike him out. Beautiful start from Aaron Ashby. Very nice. Castellum, now you can actually sit down. And actually, no, I'll give Castellum the 8th. Especially if we get more insurance runs here. Jason strikes out. I am going to pinch hit for Tien here. I'm going to give Garcia the bat to face the lefty. Yeah, pops it up to first base side. Nothing doing. All right. To the 8th we go. And now, the 3rd time, Gastelum is going to come in to face the top of the order. And 2 runners are aboard. You know, that's what I get. I'm not even going to mess around with Gastelum facing another one. We're going to go straight to Fidel to face Gino Groover. And Groover gets that down and left. That is going to score a 1, barring a magnificent throw, which that was not. 3-2 ball game. Here's a guy, Lipscomb, hits it up. That's caught easy. No concern. Jared Kelenic, pinch hitting. How old is he at this point? 34? 31. Kelenic is younger than I think he is in real life. Yeah, he's essentially served as the Diamondbacks' first man off the bench for the past couple of years. 1-2 count, and struck him out. All right. Pretty good from Fidel to come in there and lock it down. We're going to get Gage Wood ready for the save, unless we decide to score 3 runs here, which I will, not going to complain. As 3 players jump up for the ball there, but only one gets it. Condon grounds out. And Colby Turner, it's it deep to right field this time. And bye-bye, baseball. Second solo shot of the day for him. 397. Christian Aguilera hits it up to center field, but that's going to be caught by the warning track. What a shame. All right. Gage Wood is going to come in for the save. Clean from him. We take game 1 from the Diamondbacks 4-2. Pretty good game from the offense overall. I think Condon and Hao-Yu Lee combining for going 0 for 8. Not ideal. Ashby was spectacular. Gastelum was poor. He has obviously started the season very poorly when the White Sox destroyed him. So hopefully we can get him back into fine form. Draft pool has been revealed. The best prospect is a catcher. That's fun. His avoid K is actually horrendous, but he has a 90 eye potentially. And he wants what? 11.5 million. Good luck, buddy. Good luck. All right, let's move on to game 2 against the Diamondbacks. How'd Christian do last game? 104 with a K. I think I'll give Triantos the at bat and left. And Garcia is going to hit for Dario at catcher. All right, Herrera. Bounce back start. Clean first inning. First 2 runners are aboard. Very good. Oh, boy. He gets Gonzalez, though. Surely James can get there. Cool. Because that is the thing. Of our 5 rotation players, or starting rotation, I should say, Herrera is the only one who won't have like a guaranteed spot next season. Because we just signed Aaron Ashby to a multi-year deal. Obviously, we're not moving off of that. Luis De Leon's our ace. Hunter Brown is spectacular. And Sandy Ozuna is our young 2-year player that we're counting on. Herrera is the only one that is at risk of losing their spot. Tien grounds out on 3 pitches. How Yuli gets aboard, though. There we go. Let the record show we have a runner who is most certainly going to try to steal on Moreno. Wow. That wasn't even close. Yeesh. Not great. Stealing from Yuli there. Clean second, though, from us and the Diamondbacks. And Tovar with the solo shot. Garcia, go back to back. He tried, it didn't work. Max Clark goes down looking. And Justin Dominguez goes down swinging. You know what? At least he swung at the strike. Lane fourth. Herrera's doing good. The lack of run support for him is tragic. As Yuli on cue grounds into the fielder's choice. Condon strikes out. So we've played, 15 games? He has 12 Ks. Him going 0 for 5 with 4 Ks against the Angels just really ruined his strikeout numbers, which is rough. Part of me is genuinely tempted to pinch hit for James in the 4th inning, but I'm going to let him hit. It's it up to right. That's going to be caught. Nothing there. Rocchio is aboard. Slade Caldwell hits it softly to first. Condon takes it to the bag. I'll take that trade now that there's 2 outs. And Lara strikes out. Looking very good. All right, bottom of the order. Tovar rifles it to center. That does not have the distance. And is going to be caught. Garcia goes down swinging. Max Clark walks. He is definitely going to be running on Moreno. Or, listen, if they want to walk Jason on 4 pitches. They do have a lefty on the mound. Do I attempt the double steal? Let's do it. Jason didn't even move. He just saw Max Moon and was like, no, I'm not doing that. What do you mean? The double steal is on. The throw to third, safe. We pulled it off. We pulled it off, folks. The double steal worked. Oh, yeah, and Jason does get a steal for that also. Good. All right, Tien. Tien struck out anyway. Man, that is why I like the Max Clark at 9th, Jason Dominguez first, because we have speed immediately when the lineup flips. All right, Herrera, clean 6th. Clean 6 from Herrera. He's only on 71 pitches, so I'm inclined to let him start the 7th. I feel like that's a bad idea. So I'll probably warm somebody up. Either way, Condon walks. What is Tucker Toman's speed? He is the slowest man alive. Colby hits it up to the pitcher. He beats it out. I don't really know how with a speed of 40, but I'm not going to question it. All right, come on, James. You failed me before. He failed me again. Flies out to left. Full count for Tovar. He hits it up to center, and that is going to die immediately. Once again, a lot of runners on, nothing doing. Let's get Akuda going, assuming Herrera can get me 1 or 2 outs. All right, he gets me 1 against Lane Jr. I'll let him face Rocchio and then probably pull him, especially because this is a full count. Oi! And Rocchio hits it all the way to the wall. That might be a triple as Max Clark refuses to pick up the baseball. Okay, only a double. All right, that's going to be it for Herrera. We're going to bring Okuda in to face Kyle Sylvia. And Sylvia rifles it to right. Rocchio holds it second, which is a choice. Caldwell, it's at the third. The throw in time. Very good from Okuda. Great day from our pitching staff so far. Our offense, however, only has 3 hits. So we're leaving a lot to be desired here. And down goes Garcia. Nah, that's going to get cut. For a moment, I thought that had life, but it could not reach the infamous lemon soda advertisement in left field. Jason does get it down. I mean, I'm going to have him stealing. Jason's like, maybe not. He's a coward. Tien hits it to short. The throw gets him. All right. Interesting that the Diamondbacks have Rocchio in shorts. Whereas obviously in real life, he's moved to second. Yep, and the game has only played him at short. Interesting. Okay, so Kuda's going to get the 8th. Clean from him. Gage Wood is going to get warming up, as well as Griffin Jacks, depending on whether it's still a save situation or not. Down goes How You Lee. All right, Condon, I need you to get a hit this series, please. Man. Because that, I think, is how we're going to lose a lot of baseball games. If How You Lee, Charlie Condon, and Colby Turner all don't get hits, we don't really have much of a chance. All right, Griffin Jackson's going to sit down. Gage Wood for the second save in as many days. Gets Gabriel looking. That'll do. Lipscomb gets it down, but How You Lee gets him. Very good. Jared Kelenic again pinch hitting. Gets it down and left. So they're not done yet. Is that Kelnic's first hit of the season? Nope, his second. All right, Rocchio, don't break my heart. Hits it deep to left, but James is there. Man, our pitching staff deserves all the flowers for these first two wins of the series. Our bats are just not there. Yeah, Triantos left four men on, Tien left three. Condon and Turner each stuck out twice. Not much doing there, but if we shut them out, we get the win. No complaints. All right, cool. So a lot of Fragents have signed. First, Willie Cortez, who probably isn't a starting pitcher, but I kind of like his off-speed stuff. He could have a really good changeup. His fastball already is solid. The control is obviously the big issue. I think having him at high A works. Only 21 years old. I think he can be good organizational depth there. Elijah Scarborough is your classic, like, he's going to be probably too good for double A, eventually just okay in triple A kind of guy, but he's got a solid arm. His bat could develop into something. He's only 19 years old, so we're just going to keep him in high A for a bit, see what sticks. Rick Nagel went undrafted last year out of high school. I actually want a fresh scouting report on him. Not a great defensive first baseman, but outfield he's even worse. So his bat's definitely going to need to improve if he wants to get better. But listen, he had a 1300 OPS, 800 slugging his senior year of high school. That ain't nothing. David Pineda, who was with the Royals system, and they released him. Don't really know why. 18 years old, he could potentially have like tremendous stuff. The control could be a 50. Obviously, the movement is an issue, but I mean, he doesn't look that bad if he hits his potential out. And then, last but not least, Dave Morales, who I mentioned before, has signed your classic, long reliever that has probably two good pitches. He's not going to be that inspiring. I think the big gets there are David Pineda and Cortez. All right, before we get into the final game of the Steinbeck series, let's briefly discuss our lack of money. We have 10 million available at the moment. However, none of that is available for extensions. Tragically, for our expenses, we're 208 million just sitting there. And for those who've been watching this series for a while, you'll know that Charlie, good old Morton, right? Yeah, Monfort. I got him confused with the Orioles pitcher. Charlie Monfort is a penny pincher extraordinaire. For those who don't know, we won the World Series, and then our budget did not increase, and it stayed the same for 3 seasons. And the knock-on effect of that is, even though we did shed some contracts before this season, we are essentially out of money. So if we want to keep Ezekiel Tovar past this season, which I would really like to do, his current contract demand is 8 years, 185 million, so just over 23 year, which in all honesty ain't that bad. Um, the 8 years is a little shaky. If he's still playing when he's age 35 and can't play defense, the contract looks a lot worse. But we obviously can't afford that. One of the ways we can get to affording it is if we do trade Jason Dominguez, who is making the most money of any player on this team. He has not had a great start to the season so far. That could be something we look at. Especially since, as I keep saying, I have a logjam in AAA right now of guys who are in their mid-20s and can hit the baseball pretty dang well. I mean, Kevin Elliott, for all intents and purposes, should not be in AAA. Like, he's essentially James Trantos with a little bit less power. Alan Ford, who got a little bit of playing time last year, we know he can be solid. At a certain point, these guys need to play. And with how much our outfielders are struggling this year, that could be a path for playing time. But let us get into game 3 against the Diamondbacks. We have Luis De Leon on the mound. I think I'll just go with my regular starting lineup here. My simple goal for Luis, he got me 5 innings against Angels last time. I'd like 5 innings again. There we go. We're back. All right. Sorry about that. OBS decided it just no longer wanted to be connected. Soft grounder to first. We get the out, but they get the run. Moreno hits it to Tovar. Throw it gets him. Well, based on pitch count, I don't think Luis De Leon is going to give me 5 innings if he's already at 27 pitches through 1. I have a sneaking suspicion, folks, that he's not going to get there. Jason Dominguez soft grounder, he does not beat it out. I don't know why I thought he would, but he did not. Tian strikes out. And Ho Yuli grounds out to the pitcher. You got this, Luis. Oh boy, this is going to be a long game. All right, he gets Rocchio. That helps. And Sylvia pops up 3 feet ahead of the batter's box. That works. All right, Charlie, I'm going to be honest. You've been terrible today. This is your time for redemption. Send the ball to space. You know what? He got kind of close. He hits it down in right center. Should be an easy double, and it is. Very good. See Colby Turner now. Wild pitch. I will gladly accept. And Colby hits the line drive. That'll score Condon. Finally. That 4-5 spot comes through for us. Triantos flies out. I said I would give Triantos like a decently, long leash this season, but man, he is making it quite difficult. Tovar strikes out. Dario soft grounder. Down he goes. All right, Luis. There we go. Clean third. He is on 60 pitches almost, which isn't great. Tien is aboard due to an error. And How You Lee walks. 2 runners on for Charlie Condon. Come on, buddy. Oi, hit him. Don't be injured. Don't be injured. Don't be injured. Don't be injured. He's injured. Ooh. Knee injury, not that serious. He can remain in the game. I'm kind of scared because it's a knee injury, so I'm going to do something that's probably reactionary and have Tucker Toman just take his spot. I don't want to risk that getting worse. Yeah. Colby, buddy. All right, so Toman is going to take first, which isn't that of a defensive downgrade at first base, which is good. Oh, Luis. Let's get Joey Broughton warming up. And Luis hit Rocchio. Okay. I think unless I want him to face Sylvia. I'll let him face Sylvia and then pull him after the lineup flips. Bad call. Sylvia hits it up the middle. They're gonna score 2. Yeah, that throw animation was like 10 seconds too late. All right, Joey. Please don't walk the bases loaded. Please. He did not. Fly ball to the left. That's not going to advance anyone. Lara hits it up to center. Caught by Max Clark. All right. Not a good start from Luis. But good on Joey to slam the door. Okay, Toronto's, get us started. There we go. Hits it up to left center. That could be a triple with his speed. Never mind. That was the quickest throw I have ever seen. What is his arm? A 55. That looked like a 90 arm. You kidding me? Came out like a bullet. Tovar hits it to short. I will take that trade any day of the week. All right, Dario. Hits it right at the third base. Man. Max Clark rifles it to right and caught. Lead off double. We cannot score him. I'm going to warm up Griffin Jacks in case Joey can't get me the fifth. And he does. Very good. Nothing from us offensively. I know Joey is still in the green, but I'm bringing Griffin on. And 2 runners are aboard with only 1 out. Kyle Sylvia just loves hitting that ball back up the middle, doesn't he? Great throw, but not in time. Lane Jr. is safe. Let's get Gastelum warming up. Caldwell gets it through. I fear that we offered Griffin Jacks one too many one-year contract extensions. Oh boy. And again, it's early in the season, so all right, they get the runner at third at least, but still. It's really early in the season. I don't like declaring a reliever doomed after 7 innings, but Griffin Jacks is looking objectively terrible. Whereas he never really did it all last season. Good strikeout there. Well, we are down by 5. Nothing in the 6th for us. Good job there from Gastelum. I'm just going to bring on Emmanuel. And he's just going to have to give me the 8th and the 9th. We went through the bottom inning so quickly that Emmanuel isn't even ready. He's just warming. That's how quick the bottom of our order got out last inning. All right, Emmanuel, the 8th and the 9th is yours no matter what. Clean 8th. Let's pinch hit here. Christian is going to get the bat. All right. They walked him. I don't really. We're down by 5. What's it going to matter? Let's have him try the steal. And he beats the throw. Very good. Yeah, good thing I ran him. That's a double play if Aguilares doesn't get the steal. There we go. Toman gets it down and right. We have life. RBI double for the backup infielder. That'll play. All right, Colby. 2 hits already today. Send it to space. Gets it through the infield. We're not done yet. I am not going to run Toman. He has a speed of 35. Triantos hits it to center. The comeback is on, folks. It's an RBI double for him. Very good, sir. Tucker Toman scores also. Or excuse me, Turner scores also. 2-run ball game. Tovar, always the home run threat. Hits it back up the middle. Very good. The throw is not in time. 6-5. I am going to pinch hit here. Garcia is going to hit for Dario. And he struck out on 3 pitches. You know what? Sometimes you make bad, sometimes the pinch hitting decisions do not work out. Max Clark flies out to end the inning, but we score 4 to make it a 1-run game. I think just for the purposes of my bullpen, I am going to keep Manuel in the game for the 9th, but I am going to warm up Fidel in case there's trouble. Because I really don't want to have to use 5 bullpen guys in this game when we've already won the series, especially. Nice little pop up there. Gonzalez, 4-pitch walk. Very simple question, Gino. You better against righties or lefties this year? You are so much better against lefties, it is not even funny. So, yeah, I think that'll be it for Emmanuel. Let's bring Fidel in. Gonzalez hits it up to left. Easy catch. Janik right to Tovar. Makes the relay. All right, bottom of the 9th. 1-run game. Jason Dominguez is up. And I want him to hit, even though he's 0 for 4. If he gets on base, he's a guaranteed steal. He hits it deep. Center field. Oh, God, hit the wall. Curse you. Lane, what is your range? 65. All right, fine. Man, he hit that all the way. Christian strikes out. All right, How Yuli is our last out. Hits it up to center. Caught easily. We lose 6-5. It's almost more heartbreaking that we came back and almost tied it. But yeah, I think just combination of Luis De Leon can't really go deep into games anymore, and Griffin Jack's just imploding. Everyone else did really good. I mean, I'm especially proud of Joey Broughton, who hasn't done well this year. Gave me 1 2/3. Pretty good. But again, Jason Dominguez 0 for 5. Tien 0 for 3. How Yuli 0 for 4. Condon I pulled early because the injury scare. Just didn't get much going there. Mike Sanders, meanwhile, in high A, just hit 3 home runs into the bleachers. What is his rating in the Texas League? I mean, he's pretty good. You know what, buddy? You hit 3 home runs in 1 game. You're ready for Double-A. Good luck to you, Mike. Good luck, buddy. All right, we lose game 3 of the series, but we took 2. Which we'll take and like. Colby Turner gets Player of the Week. He went 11 for 19, which is a 5.79 average, 7 RBIs, 3 home runs to his name. Yeah. I think he's going to be a pretty good third baseman for us. All right, we have the St. Louis Cardinals now. I think I'm going to play games 1 and 2, and we're going to sim game 3. First up, we got Hunter Brown on the mound. I am going to give Jason Dominguez the day off. Christian, I'm just going to play Christian in right. Let's try Max Clark leading off. See what that does for us. And then I am going to have Ezekiel Tovar DH. Triantos is going to bat second. Actually, I lied. Aguilares is going to bat second. Triantos will bat sixth. I'll keep him there. Andahar will come in because Andahar is better than Tovar at short. And I cannot listen. Listen, the man already has what, 4 errors in 15 games, so let's try to stave that off. As Jordan Alvarez still going strong, completely wrecked injury wise, still hitting the baseball. Ah, Bennett Fryman, how could you? All right. Cardinals get up to a 1-run lead, and Phil Farline's out. Not the best opening inning we have seen from Hunter Brown, but so be it. You know what? Jason Mingus would have struck out on 4 pitches. At least he hit the baseball. Christian grounds out also. And how you lead grounds out of third. We're just, we're hitting the ball around the diamond. We're keeping the infielders on their toes, really. Clean second from Hunter. Very good. Condon grounds out to third. We're just going for all ground outs today. Colby didn't get the memo, struck out. And Trantos lines out. Hitless through to there we go. Tovar hits it up to left. That's off the wall. It kind of looked like it went over the yellow line there in left, but I'll take the double. Come on, Dario. Man alive. 143 average, 200 on base, 167 slugging for those keeping track at home. He has 1 double on the season, no home runs. And Ahar lines out to center. Wild pitch. Okay. There we go. Clark gets a pass to first baseman. That will score Tovar easily. And Christian grounds out. But hey, we tied it up. Maybe the solution might just be move Dario up in the batting order. Because I like Tovar at 7. That's historically where he's done really, really well. So if I just flip, let's say, Torontos and Dario, maybe that'll do something. Uh-oh. Fryman is aboard, and Hyungwon Kim gets it down. Rifle it home. Oh, Fryman only has 45 speed. We're okay. Willits hits it to How You Lee, throws it to Condon. We're good. Hunter Brown's on 66 pitches. Man. Every number I look at Saladin's stat line impresses me more. 0.78 whip, 221 BABIP, only 1.3 walks per nine. I should just trade for him. Down goes How You Lee. There we go. Is that going to drop? No. I don't know why I thought it would, but I had hope. Misplaced hope, yes, but hope nonetheless. As Colby Turner grounds out to end that fun. I have a feeling this is going to be the last inning Hunter Brown gets me. 81. We'll see if he can give me a couple outs because I had to use a lot of bullpen arms last game. So I'd really appreciate it if I only had to use like 2 today. There we go. Tovar gets it down and left. Very good. I'm obviously not going to run on Bernal. Dario lines out. Our succession plan at catcher is so easy if Dario can do well. Because we had Hunter Goodman for what, 6 years? And then if Dario does well, he can take over. But if he struggles, we're doomed. I'm going to get Kevin Kelly warming up, and hopefully Hunter can get me like 2 outs. All right, he gets me one, but he needed a full count to do it. He's at 87. Don't walk Jordan. They walk Jordan, and then they don't pinch run for him. Do they not have a backup first baseman? Well, I guess Renee's can't play first. Gallagher? Yeah, you can put one of these guys at first. Fryman hits it up to left, over the wall. Down goes Brown. All right. Well, that is the downside of trying to get a couple extra outs from your starter. And Kevin Kelly has allowed 2 runners to get aboard. Just strike out Espinoza. I'll take a ground out also. All right. Down 3-1, and once again, our bats are ice cold in the Arctic, trying to determine whether Kurt Russell is indeed the thing. So Max Clark flies out. I'm going to pinch hit here. Tian is going to get the bat for Christian. Not much there, I am afraid. And How You Lee flies out. It's all right. Once again, nothing but ground outs. First couple innings, nothing but flyouts there. It happens. Tien is just going to take right. I'm going to be honest, Kevin. I need you to get me 3 outs in the 7th. Thank you, sir. Let's get... I'd rather Okuda be ready next outing. Anything for us in the 7th? All right. Condon is aboard. Trianto strikes out. I am so ready to make a reactionary trade right now. Tovar strikes out also. All right. Fidel's coming in for the 8th. Clean. He did need 14 pitches to do it, though. Come on, Dario. Just solo shot to left. Or soft ground out to first. I suppose those 2 things can work. And the Cardinals finally go to the bullpen. Brant Herter has arrived to face Andahar. And Andahar hits it up to left and go. Ashley Andahar with a 383-foot bomb. This man hit 5 homers all of last year. His first home run today. Good on you, sir. Good on you. Max Clark makes it because of an error from Jordan. Okay. Don't look now, folks. Got Tien. He's killing me. And How You Lee grounds out. But yeah, I think that really is going to determine whether we go far, this season and in the playoffs. If our 2 through 5 hitters are struggling, we have 0 chance. Which I feel like is true for every baseball team ever. But for us, especially with how bad our other outfielders are playing and Dario is struggling, it is so very true. Fidel gets Willits to line out. I really want Fidel just to give me the 9th. There we go. Down goes Espinoza. Bernal is aboard. Do I bring in Okuda? Nah, he can get Mason Wynn. There we go. He gets Mason Wynn to pop up. Very good. Okay. So Okuda can sit down. So he is going to pitch if we can get this game to extra innings. Condon and Colby Turner both capable of a solo shot. Condon tries, hits it deep left field, and gone. I am Nostradamus. Thank you, Charlie. Tie ball game. Here's Colby Turner, back-to-back walk-off jacks. Send it. He did not. He tried, but he did not. Lines out center field. Trantos, I'm going to be honest. You know what? I believe in you. Remember how we traded Cole Carrick to give this guy more playing time? Remember when that was the decision I made in the offseason? And here's Ezekiel Tovar. Strikes out swinging. All right. We're going to extra innings. Okuda is going to take the 10th. Unfortunately, the knock-on effect of Fidel not getting Mason Wynn out is they now have a 75 speed ghost runner here. Matt Shaw up to the plate. Hits it to first, so they're going to get Shaw. When what my thought process with, since they added in the ghost runner in overtime or in extra innings, sorry, is if the ghost runner scores, so be it. Like, I expect them to score. The goal is just that no one else should score. As Fryman strikes out after they do score the ghost runner. Phil Farr up to the plate. Hits it to Hao-Yu Lee. Gonna be tight, but they get him at first. Okay. Cardinals score 1. And that's all they get. Sorry, Dario. I'm going to have Garcia pinch hit here. He rifles it past the first baseman. Tovar is a brave man. He's going home. Tie ball game. Now the question becomes, Okuda's on 17 pitches. I am running out of bullpen arms. So we really need to just walk it off here. Kandahar walks. Very good. Max Clark. 2 runners on, no outs. The pitch, the swing, not deep enough to advance the runners. He flies out. Here's Tian. Hits it to third. That's the worst case scenario, and he hits into a double play. We have runners on first and second, 0 outs. We can't even advance them, let alone score them. Oh, boy. All right, Garcia is going to take catcher. I'm going to leave Okuda in. Really? You're going to bunt? No, Okuda walked him. Fair enough. Gastelum is just going to get the 11th. So good luck, buddy. Triple play here. Let's go. Not quite. Willits hits it to Tovar. They get the runner at second, which I'll take because that leaves the double play open. Espinoza lines out to the pitcher, and they get worked. I'm watching that animation back. Oh, he's so out. By the animation and how slow Phil Farr was going to third, he is out there. I object. Bernal pops it up foul. The Cardinals score no one. Brilliant work from Luis Costello. Well done, sir. All right. I'm going to pinch run here. Jason is going to replace Tian just for a little bit more speed here. All we got to do is score him from second. Hao-Yu Lee gets it down into left field. The throw holds Dominguez. Charlie Condon. 2-0 count. Runners at the corners. Hits it right to third. The throw home in time. They got him. All right. Runners on first and second. 1 out. Colby Turner. Swing and a miss. Triantos. I have trusted you 4 times today. It is time for you to reward me. It is impressive how bad we are with runners in scoring position. It is genuinely impressive. Oh, boy. All right. I mean, Gastelum is going to get 12th. Like, that's just where we're at. Austin Wells to pinch hit here. And he gets it down and right. That's going to score Bernal easily. I mean, we should have won it in the 10th. The 11th, I'm just going to sim the half inning. Not great. Gastelum is getting fatigued, and they've scored another run. But guess what, Gastelum? Just throw a strike here. He did not. Phil Farr hits it down. That's going to be 7. Jordan Alvarez beats the throw 7-4. It gets past Kim. Oh, the wheels have fallen off. I mean, now I just have to. Just so it's not completely insurmountable. Joey, don't let me down. He didn't let me down. I mean, it's insanely harsh on Gastelum. Like, he did perfect in the 11th and then just had to pitch way too much. Okay. Triantos is the ghost runner. Tovar gets it down. So once again, compared to last inning, runners at the corners, no outs. Tying run is at the plate. Garcia hits into a double play. Triantos walks in. Ashley Andahar is our last out. And he pops up, down he goes. Yeah, I mean, that was completely our game to win in the 10th and the 11th, and we just couldn't do it. Like, I need someone to talk me out of trading Triantos right now. I'm not going to do it, but man, it's tempting. All right, updated scouting report on Rick Nagel. Yeah, he's not very good. I think he could be a fun guy in the minor leagues. He's got great power. Still only 18, but he's not going to be great. Yeah, Morales. I mean, the movement. Yeah, the movement's better than we thought. Stamina's worse, but I don't care about that because he's a reliever. Morales, I mean, he could be okay. The slider being a 20 or 25 is horrendous, but that is what it is. All right, we are going to play the second game here. James Trontos is not going to see the field today. Let's just be honest about that. I have very little in way of bullpen, so Zuna, you're gonna need to give me 7, buddy. All right, Charlie Condon lead off double. See if we can get him around. Colby Turner decided he wanted to strike out. Fielder's choice. I don't love that now that there's 2 outs. And that's why Tovar strikes out looking. Also, the clouds in the background look very ominous. Very ominous, Colorado skies. Nothing for us in the third. Condon once again aboard. Colby Turner lines out to right. No runs through 4 for either team. And here we go. 2 are aboard. Yeesh. Okay. Okay. Espinoza sends the ball all the way to Central Time. 3-0 ball game. Solo shot from Austin Wells. Fair enough. Yeah, I think that's it for Sandy. Okay, Tovar is aboard. Max Clark hits it softly to the pitcher. He's going to beat out the throw. So we have 2 runners on, and Michael McGreevy is out of the ball game. They have to go to the bullpen. I am running on Austin Wells for reasons that should be obvious. Come on, Jason. Oh my God. Nothing doing there. All right. Not a good day for Sandy Ozuna. The home run really just crushed it. Emmanuel, I need you to get Matt Shaw. And he does. Very good. Anything for us in the 7th? Nope. Well, I'm going to get Griffin Jacks warming. In an ideal world, Emmanuel can get me 2 outs. Well, he hit Yordan Alvarez. There we go. He gets Fryman. See if he can get Phil Far. Don't walk him. He did not. Gets him to hit the double play. Sweet. Great work there from Emmanuel. All right. Clark and Dominguez are aboard. Tian, this is why I pay you the medium bucks. And he pops up to second. How Yu Lee lines out to center. Down we go. All right. Great work from Emmanuel. 3 innings, 2 hits, no earned runs, no walks, 4 Ks. Very good work from him. Griffin Jacks for the 9th. Griffin, good man. All right. Back to back to back to back solo shots, and we've tied the game. That's clearly our path to victory here. Condon lines out. Colby grounds out, which means unfortunately Aguilera, you're going to strike out here. And he does. I am Nostradamus. All right. We lose 4-0. We only had 5 hits, 9 Ks, left 11 men on, just couldn't do it. And then they scored all 4 of their runs in the 5th. Couldn't do much else of anything. Let's sim the finale. We lose it 6-10. Ashby gives up 6 runs. Joey Broughton gives up a pair. Tovar has his 5th error, which isn't nothing. Triantos had 2 hits. Good for you. Nice to know you're capable of hitting the baseball on occasion, James. Looks like How Yu Lee got the day off, so Andahar played second. He already has a negative zone rating at second. That's very funny. All right, much needed off day for our bullpen. Very good. We have the Mariners. I think we're in a sim game 1. Not great. We lose it 1-3. Only 2 hits for our Rockies. Kevin Kelly has given up runs in back-to-back days. Or back-to-back outings, I should say. Well, let's take stock for a minute. We're 20 games in. I think of our starting hitters, Jason Dominguez, not doing well. 321 on base, but the slugging is 246. Tian is ice cold, struggling mightily. How Yu Lee is doing okay. Charlie Condon is my only hope right now offensively. outside of Tovar. Colby Turner is doing fine. Triantos, I don't even want to look at right now. I think we're going to mix up the lineup. Max Clark is going to hit leadoff. Dominguez is going to drop to 9. Triantos is going to go to 8. Dario is going to go to 6. Since I have the same players against lefties, I'll just paste that in. I think let's try that. That keeps us with the speed at leadoff. Hopefully Max Clark will get on base at a higher clip than Dominguez will. He already is in terms on base. Tian batting second, I think we stick with. I would rather him try to work through it and keep hitting second than, say, have, Triantos bat second. Triantos, I think I just need to bury toward the bottom of the order at this point. I mean, Christian isn't doing much better. But also, to be fair, this is, these are his first major league at bats, so I'm not entirely against sending him down if there's continued issues. All right, we're going up against the Mariners. Let's see what our new lineup looks like. Luis De Leon on the mound for us. Sean Herman on the mound. Cal Rowley, it should be noted, still on the Mariners, 34 years old. Yeah, home run numbers, he's not getting close to what he probably will in real life. Interesting. Trying to figure out why he has outfield ratings if they put him at catcher his whole career here for the save. All right, Max Clark, I believe in you. Grounds out to second. Tien grounds out to short, which means, unfortunately, How You Lee, you're going to be grounding out to third here. Right. Fly out to left instead. All right. Two runners are aboard, and they're all speedy fellas. Hey, Julio Rodriguez is still on the Mariners. That's cool. That's good. I like seeing stars stay on the same team throughout saves. I think that makes things just more fun than everyone going to one of the New York teams or the Dodgers. Don't break my heart, do it. Oh, right. The Mariners have the Murderers Row lineup. Right. Yeah, for those who didn't watch, this would have been like 2 episodes ago. The Mariners essentially have the greatest lineup in the history of sports. Lazaro Montez is going to become one of the best players in baseball, if not already. He's hit 60 home runs the last couple years, get 115 runs to he is insane. And they still have Julio Rodriguez behind him and Dewell Joseph, who last year was worth 3.64 and had 22 home runs of his own. So, yeah. I'm just glad they're not in our division. Come on, Colby. That does get down very good. We have a runner. Dario strikes out. I want to give Dario a long leash because outside of like a month and a half 2 seasons ago and 2 months last season, he's never really been the starter. But he's an automatic out right now. And we don't really have a backup plan at catcher. That was the issue when we made the decision to let Hunter Goodman walk. I acknowledged that if Dario struggles, we have no backup plan at catcher, really. I think getting Garcia in the Rule 5 draft helped, but it's not looking great. So Max Clark lines out to center to end that. Only one hit through 3 innings for us. Clean. There we go. Condon with an RBI double. We're on the board. Very good. Here's Colby. There we go. Colby rifles it to left field. That scores Condon easily. Nice RBI double. Very good, sir. All right, Dario. Come on, buddy. Man. We love flying out to center today, don't we? We're keeping Julio on his toes. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Solo shot from Montez. What else is new? Cal Rowley solo shot. Fair enough. Tie ball game. Ooh, Trontos and Jason Dominguez are aboard. I'm going to run Dominguez to eliminate the double play. That'll do. Max Clark hits it to left. That should be deep enough to score Triantos and advance Dominguez. And that, kids, is why you steal second more often than not. Tien gets it down. Jason scores. 4-2. That's big for Tien also. He's been really struggling. Lee strikes out. And Condon, man. All right, Luis. Come on, buddy. There we go. He gets me the 5th. He's on 78 pitches. 2-run shot from Dario. I never doubted you for a second. It's a lot. We'll get Emmanuel Warman. See if Luis can get me Julio. There we go. Gets Julio to line out. All right, that'll do. I want a fresh arm to face Montez. Come on, Emmanuel. You can do it, buddy. There we go. He strikes him out. Very good. Can you get Joseph? Yes. For the whole trajectory of that ball, I thought it was going out. Stayed in all the way through. Tien grounds out, nothing doing. Lee grounds out. I mean, Lee and Charlie Condon are literally like our future, our present and our future offensively. We need them to do better. Clean 7th from Emmanuel. Thank you, sir. We bring on Griffin Jacks for the 8th. And then Gage Wood for the 9th, even though it's probably not going to be a save situation. There we go. Dario gets it down in center field. Has our catcher finally rediscovered how to hit the baseball? Tovar deep to center field. Bye-bye, baseball. The ball is in a new area code. They just didn't even want to tell me how far it went. Triantos lines out. And Jason gets aboard. Maybe we're not done here, folks. The easy steal. Ah, nuts. All right. 2 more insurance runs for our trouble. 8-2 ball game. Honestly, now that there's such a big lead, can Emmanuel give me the 8th? Yes, he can. Perfect. All right, so I'll just have Griffin Jacks for the 9th then. I will pinch hit here. Let's give Tucker Toman in at bat because he does not get a lot. Lines out to second. That could be why he doesn't get a lot. How Yuli strikes out, and so does Condon. Not a good day for our dynamic duo there in the middle. Great from Emmanuel, 2 2/3 innings, no hits, no earned runs, no walks, 4 Ks. Griffin Jacks for the ninth. Oh, Griffin. Oh, buddy, old pal friend. Already gets Cal Raleigh to fly out. Curtis Mead. Strikes out looking. All right. Get the win 8-2. Phenomenal from the bottom half of our order. The top half order, you guys just, I don't want to talk to you, but Colby Turner, 3 hits. Dario, 2 hits, 2 RBIs. Kovar had the massive home run to break the game wide open. Trontos and Jason did good at the bottom of the order. All right. We'll take that and like it. Let us sim the finale. There we go. We win 3-2. Only 5 hits offensively, but it's fine. Hunter Brown, 5 2/3, 2 earned runs. Hunter Brown has not done great this year. In his 5 starts, he's only given me 6 innings once. Perhaps something to monitor. Akuda, Fidel get holds. Gagewood for the save. All right. Not too shabby suspensions down here. And now, for the first time in this save, and we're in what, 2031? We are going to face a relocated team. I'm not counting the Athletics. We face the Austin Explorers, formerly the Kansas City Royals, as they move to Austin, Texas in 2031. And it must be said, have the worst logo possibly of all time, as they've chosen 2031. They still have Bobby Witt Jr. He's 30 years old. I remember seeing, yeah, he missed 3 months of last season. But other than that, he's been pretty good for him. He's already worth 1 WAR this season. He's had 3 hits against Cleveland. He's doing pretty well. Good for them. But we are facing a relocated team, which is always kind of fun to see what they got. Let us play game 1. Dario is tired. That's fine. I'm going to give Tovar the day off. Give Ashley Andahar the bat. Everything else as is. What in the name of all that's holy is this camera? You know what? I'm rolling with it. We went from the Mariners home camera view, which is very low to the ground, so it looks like everything's a line drive, to this, which is a hilarious top-down view. Let's roll with it. Will it get annoying? Probably. But it's fine. Max Clark striking out. He's killing me. All right, this version looks a little better. We're so zoomed out. We have the nosebleed seats for this one. So let's say Howie Lee's average is below 200. Is that what that says? I don't want it to be real that that's what that says. All right, Sandy, I believe in you. Good man. There we go. Solo shot. Wait, no. Yeah, I was completely looking for some reason. I thought, oh, Anar had a home run, but then I realized no, they had a home run. 1-0 ball game, but Garcia and Dominguez are aboard. Come on, Max Clark. Man. Does any outfielder want to do well this season? That is the question. Dominguez regressing, we kind of expected. Aguilaris, I get. It's essentially his rookie season. Well, not essentially. It is his rookie season. There we go. Tien gets it down. That should score 2, and it does. But no one in the outfield is hitting the baseball well. Okay, relax, everyone. They walk How Yuli. I'm fine with that. Condon, smash. I don't know how that got past the infield, but I'm not going to complain. I am not going to complain. And Colby grounds out to end my fun, but we do get 3 runs on the board here in Austin. Lean third. And Harline's out. You know, a sneaky thing we could end up doing is if we, literally can't trade or can't extend Tovar, if we do see if Ashley Handahar could be our everyday shortstop. Because last year, I mean, they started about half the games at short, didn't do all that great. But one thing we do know is Ashley Handahar will be phenomenal defensively at shortstop. Like range of 4.3, 9 zone rating. Like defense, we will not have to worry about with Andahar in short. If that's what we end up doing, as Garcia gets it down, that player teleported. Ump, blue. Espinoza has superpowers. Just letting everybody know. Come on, Jason. Yeah, he's not going to beat that throw. Tried. To the bottom of the 4th we go. So far, the Explorers' only hit is the solo shot. Never mind. They get another, but they can't score. Max Clark is aboard. Walk, Tien, I dare you. They did not. They allowed a nice line drive into shallow center. Max will hold up at third. Probably the correct decision. How Yuli hits it right back to the pitcher for a double play. Come on, man. Listen, How? I just went through an entire season where Hunter Goodman lost the ability to hit the baseball. I do not want you to do the same. And Condon strikes out. For the 5th? You got this, Sandy. He did. He's on 83 pitches, so I think I am going to get Joey Broughton warming up. Colby Turner lead off double. Come on, Ashley. Nope. I don't think that's going to advance him. Didn't even notice Nolan Gorman playing third base for the Explorers. Oh, he finally moved. And he was on the Cardinals the entirety of the save through 2030. He signs in free agency, 3-year, $26 million deal. And he was there the whole time. Hunter Harvey, 36 years young. So in this save, Hunter Harvey started with the Cardinals, started with the Royals, gets traded to the Braves, signs with the Cardinals, signs with the Orioles, traded to the Rays, signs with the Nationals, goes to the Rangers again, Twins, traded to the Red Sox, signs with the Explorers. His baseball reference page must have so many jerseys on it. All right, come on, Jason. Ugh. All right, we're going to bring in Broughton for the 6th. Pretty good outing from Sandy. Oh, Joey. He allows a run. Max Clark aboard once again. I think Max Clark He is our leadoff man, as how Yuli gets an RBI double. I think that part of the offense is sorted. Because I don't, Dominguez can't do it. Like he's not getting on base consistently enough, and the power has completely evaporated. So I think we go with Max Clark there. And, I don't love the idea of Jason batting ninth. That might just be where we're at. We get an extra run for our trouble. Let's see if Joey can get me the seventh. He does. Very good. Whom do I want? I would like Kevin Kelly for the eighth. As Andahar gets aboard with a leadoff single. Very good. Let's have him try to steal on Joe Mack. I have bad vibes. Liam Hendricks is still in the league at 42. There we go. Started with the Red Sox, goes to the Mets for a couple seasons, goes to the Padres for a season, signs with the Tigers, traded to the Phillies, signs with the Rays, and then this season to Austin. That's fun. Oh, Triantos. Never change, buddy. If I look and see that Cole Carrick is crushing it with the Dodgers, I'm going to cry. The bottom of our order is just getting us nothing right now. All right, we're going Kevin Kelly for the eighth. Clean. We'll get Gagewood warming. If we get insurance runs, I'll just see if Kelly can get me the ninth also. Max Clark gets it through. He is aboard. I'm going to pinch hit. Give me my splits. 10 against righties. Not great. Actually, yeah, I'm going to pinch hit here. Tovar is going to get the bat. Sorry, Tien. First, obviously, we're going to have Max Clark. Okay, relax. Calm down, Liam. Really? Third time, you got to get him. There we go. Clark steals anyway. All right, Tovar, bring him home. Hits it to first. That does advance him. I'll take that trade. That's also why you steal second more often than not. Because if I don't steal second there, they get Max Clark at second easily and maybe even a double play. How Yuli hits it deep to left field. Gone. 2-run shot, number 6 on the season. Gagewood, you may sit down. No longer a save situation. Actually, no. Condon just hit the ball to deep center. He did not. He hit it to center. Not deep at all, though. And Colby strikes out. All right. Couple insurance runs. It's no longer a save situation, so hopefully Kevin Kelly can just get me this. I'll get Gastelum warming in case there's trouble. Solo shot. Suddenly, it is a save situation. Okay, Gagewood to face Bobby Witt Jr. Get them swinging, very nice. Velasquez walked him. He just wanted to set up the double play situation here. Oh boy. Tying runs at the plate. Nolan Gorman strikes out on a full count. Gagewood is up to 27 pitches, by the way, and they're pinch hitting J.J. Weatherholt, who has 4 at-bats this whole season. Welcome, sir. And he pops it up, second base, caught. That's your ball game. We win 6-3. 500 career wins for our coach in this save. Very good. I mean, yeah, like our top three hitters came to play. Everyone else, horrendous. Yeah, pitching staff, I mean, didn't do great. Ozuna, I think, pitched well, but having both Ozuna and Luis De Leon in the same rotation is a bit poor because neither of them can go deep in the games. Joey Broughton gave up the run. Kelly obviously gave up the solo shot, but take what I can get. 500 career wins for our coach. And it only took 7 seasons. I think with the Rockies, that's more than respectable, especially considering how poor year one went. But we don't talk about year one. All right. 2025, listen, we don't talk about that team. All right, so we take game one. Let us sim game two with Aaron Ashby on the mound. We lose it 2-5. Not great. Griffin Jacks gives up 3 earned runs. Man, he did so well in the outing since then. I'm a little worried about Griffin Jacks, if I do say so myself. Triantos 0 for 4 with 3 Ks. Okay. Yeah, I think we need to take a good long look at Triantos on what we want to do here with him. Ooh, Hayden Frischo hits for the cycle. Up to Spokane you go, my friend. Very good, sir. All right. Let's play the finale against Dallas Explorers, then we have a day off, and I might move some stuff in the old lineup. Who knows? Torontos is going to get the day off. Christian will take left. Yeah, Garcia didn't play for like a week, which is a little rough, but so be it. And then I think I'll do the thing where Tovar DHs and Ahar takes short and bats 8. All right, let's rock. Nothing in the first. Oh boy. And Austin takes the lead. How could you? We have a hit. Ashley Andahar lead off double. Come on, Jason. Bring him around. Spikes out swinging. Man alive. All right. Max Clark walks. 2 runners on for Christian, who gets it down in left field. That'll do. Bases loaded. How you Lee strikes out. Bases loaded. Charlie Condon. I mean, those two are supposed to be our best hitters. We can't have them both striking out with the bases loaded. Like, we can't have that. As the Explorers are now up 2-0. So we have 2 runners on. Tovar K's. Andahar is hit. How dare you? Jason Dominguez, bases loaded. Hits it softly to short. They get Andahar at second. We do get a run back, though. I'm not going to run on Dylan Dingler. Oi, 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 oi. That's the second man he's hit. And they pull him. Good. As you should. Blake Walston on to face Aguilaris. Who walks? Tie ball game. How you leave. Bases loaded once again. Gets it down in center. There we go. There's the man that I'm paying the big bucks for. Well, they get Aguilaris at third, but we still get 2 runs. 4-2 ball game. Herrera is on 70 pitches in 4 innings. I don't think that's good. Hashtag analysis. But he gets me the fifth. Andahar is aboard for the third time today. And Aguilaris gets it down. Andahar scores. That'll do. Very good there from Christian. And Howie hits it softly back to the pitcher, and he beats out the throw. He didn't look like he did with the animation, but I'll take what I can get. And Condon grounds out to first to end the dream, but we get an extra run. I'll take what I can get. All right. Gastelum is going to warm up. You got this, Herrera. Get Young. Get him. Bang. Hit to third. The throw. Got him. Very good outing from Herrera. He does allow 8 hits, but only 2 earned runs. Very nice from him. Runners at the corners for Dominguez. And he grounds out. 5A. All right, Gastelum for the 8th. Or excuse me, for the 7th. Clean inning from him. We'll do. How many pitches did he need? 17. Yeah, that's a lot for him. We're going to go Joey Broughton for the 8th then. And figure the rest out later. Here we go. How you lean Condon are aboard? Come on, Colby. Hits it to third. It's a slow roller, but Colby is also the slowest player on our team. So down he goes. All right. Actually, Gastelum, you got this. Yeah, he does. So, both of my main guys are tired. So we're going to get Kevin Kelly Warman. Unless we can get some insurance runs. But then again, it might just be him anyway. Garcia gets it down. Very nice. I have faith that Tovar will get a hit. My faith, punished. He flies out to center. Andahar 3 for 3 today. Can he make it 4 for 4? No, he will ground into a double play. Oh boy. All right. Kevin Kelly coming in for the save. His first opportunity for a save since 2029 with the Twins. Here we go. 2 runners are already aboard. I am terrified. Carter Young pops it up. Very good. Carter Johnson to pinch hit. Hits it up to short to second for 1, first for 2. That's your ball game, folks. We win 5-2. Very good from the pitching staff, especially Gastelum. 2 innings, no hits, no earned runs, no walks, 4 Ks. Very, very good. Andahar with 3 hits. It's very impressive. There could be a large role for him. Much needed day off for my bullpen. Okay. Let us save and take stock. So through 25 games, we're 14-11, which is good, but it's not great. We are still half a game up on the Diamondbacks. And I think looking at our outfield composition, I feel like something needs to change. I think Max Clark at leadoff, I like. Though, that said, he is not hitting the ball well at all. So maybe that's just, recency bias from me on that good game he had, game 1 against the Explorers. Triantos, I can't play right now. And I don't know if the solution is relegate him back to the bench. I don't know if the solution is send him to AAA. I mean, I don't really like sending him to AAA, but there's no real reason to have both him and Aguilares as backups. Aguilares, to be fair, isn't doing that great either. But then the question becomes, do I call up someone from the outfield? Like, do I give, Kevin Elliott a run? But the problem is Kevin Elliott's essentially just Triantos. I think Alan Ford would probably be my move. So I think I am going to send Aguilares down, which, might be a little unfair to him, but also, look, he's only 23. He hasn't gotten that much time in AAA yet. I think we'll give him a bit more time down there. Alan Ford coming on up. He was our second round pick in 2027. He got a little bit of time last year and I think did well. We'll see what he can do here. And I think honestly, he's going to be our left fielder. Like, I don't like just Chantos has not had it so far this season, and I think I'd rather, give Alan Ford an extended run. And it's weird because Chantos should be able to hit and hit well. Like, he's got great contact. His avoid Ks are awesome, but he just struck out 3 times last game. So that is something to keep in mind. Jason Dominguez also has completely and utterly crashed and burned so far this season. I don't think I'm ready to trade him quite yet. I mean, it's only late April, but I am thinking about it. So let's play game 1 against the Red Sox here. We got Luis De Leon on the mound, Alan Ford making his season debut. I'm going to have Garcia hit again for Dario. Completely healthy bullpen, ready to go. Let's go, Luis. Clean first inning, never a doubt. Oh boy. There we go. We're okay. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. Alan Ford strikes out looking on 3 pitches. He's going to fit in here just fine. Arias with a solo shot. Santander is aboard, but they only get 1 run. So far, only 1 hit through 3 innings from our offense. How you Lee K's. Condon lines out. It could also be a simple thing where just like our 3 probably best hitters are all kind of regressing to the mean at the exact same time, which is regrettable. But it also is like probably exactly what's happening. Luis De Leon's on 81. That's honestly going to be all I get from him, realistically. So we'll get Joey warming up. See if we can get more than 1 hit in this baseball game. Nothing there from Garcia or Tovar. Alan Ford strikes out swinging. Maybe I just fire the hitting coach. Have we considered that option as they hit a leadoff single? Quite good. Duh. They get 2 extra runs off of Broughton. Not looking great. We'll get Griffin Jacks warming up. Come on, Joey, get Campbell. There we go. He gets Campbell. I'll let him face Santos and then pull him. All right, he gets Santos swinging. Not a good outing from Joey, but You finished strong. In error, who by? Tovar again, man. There we go. We finally have another hit. Chloe Turner is aboard. Tovar strikes out. All right, Griffin, you got this. There we go. Clean eighth from Griffin. We'll get Fidel ready for the ninth. Come on, Alan. Bases loaded. Full count, Bo Bruschi. There we go. Alan Ford hits it to right. The ball is down. And that is a leadoff double. All right. Very good. I am going to pinch run for Alan here. Triantos is going to come in. Jason Dominguez strikes out looking. Max Clark strikes out swinging. And Tian grounds out to second. Leadoff double. Can't score him. It's a terrible tragedy. All right, Trontos will take left. Fidel is going to come in for the ninth. Clean inning. Heart of our order. How you lead. Charlie Condon, Colby Turner. What do you got for me, fellas? How you lead strikes out. Condon flies out to deep center, and that leaves Colby Turner as our final out. And down he goes. You know, I'm looking at my hitting coach, who we did literally just sign before this season. I'm looking at the man. He is only average at teaching hitting, to be fair, but he's legendary in terms of development, which is the main reason I went for him. I'll think about it. More suspensions. That's hilarious. My minor league guys are just getting in fights, and I love it. Okay. Let's play game 2 against the Red Sox. I'll sim game 3, and then I think we will stop there. Jason Dominguez, you can have the day off. Alan Ford will move to right field. Actually, well, yeah. Tien will take left. Tovar will DH. Ashley Andahar will take short. Let's rock and roll. A little bit of a mixed-matched outfield, but I think we should still be okay. Max Clark already aboard and a steal to his name. Howie Lee flies out. But it does advance Max to third. Come on, Charlie, just don't strike out. Oh, man. This guy kills me. Red Sox get hits, but nothing there. Dario is aboard. The sky is falling, and Tovar hits it deep into center field. That will score Dario, and we are on the board, folks. Alan Ford gets it past the infield. Tovar advances. For the eagle-eye viewers, you will see that yes, that is in fact Kyle Teal in a Red Sox uniform. They traded for him a couple of seasons ago after he was a starter for the White Sox for 4 seasons. They traded for him back, which was always funny to me, as Andahar hits in to an ending double play. Neat. There we go. Clean third. Tian and Hao Yuli are aboard. Charlie hits it up to center. That's not going to move anyone, though I respect Tian for trying. Colby Turner hits it deep left field and gone. 3-run shot for Colby. 382 feet. 4-0 ball game. And Dario grounds out. But get 3 more runs, and with Hunter Brown on the mound, that may be enough. Clean 4th. Lead off in the 5th. I'm not worried. Clean inning from him. All right, Condon, Colby are aboard. Come on, Dario. Come on, buddy. It's it to right. That's going to be caught on the line, really. I do want to check really quick. Dario splits since I moved him up in the order. He is doing much better batting 6th. Okay. All right, Hunter, come on, buddy. Oh, boy. Runners at the corners. 1 out. Romero gets it down. That's going to score 1. Think we will get Kelly warming up. All right, Kyle Teal's last batter he's going to face, and it gets through. Man, what was a really good quality outing has gotten worse, but at a tremendous throw from Alan Ford gets the runner at home. Here is Drew Jones, and before you ask, yes, it is that Drew Jones. Hits it deep to center. Max Clark can't get there. Both runs will score. Oh, man. Yeah. That's a shame. I mean, he was having a really good start, but wasn't there. Kevin Kelly's going to come in to get Arias. I mean, he also allowed 10 hits, so let's not act like it was a beautiful thing. Before that, all right. Andahar and Max Clark are aboard. I'll let Tien face. Victor Vodnik, our old friend. Tien grounds out to first. The first baseman did not step on the bag there. Just saying, clearly. Clean 7th from Kelly. Brilliant work. We'll bring on Akuda for the 8th. And Gage Wood for the 9th, assuming it is still a save situation, is how you leave. Flies out to center. Nothing from Condon or Colby. Good outing again from Kevin Kelly. And Akuda has allowed 2 runners on. Romero hits it to short. The throw gets 1. Good news is we got the out without Tristan Casas scoring. Bad news is we've lost the double play. And a wild pitch scores Casas anyway. You know how bad a wild pitch has to be for a guy with 25 speed to score? I'm just saying. And Kyle Teal lines out to right. The throw keeps Duran there. I am, however, going to bring in Gage Wood to face Drew Jones. Not great from Okuda. And Jones gets it down in center. Go ahead run, scores. Not great. Here's Arias. Soft grounder to short. It's going to be close. They get him. All right. See if we can tie this game up. Dario up first. We're losing for the first time today. And Dario gets it through down the first base line. Very good. And Tovar hits it to short and grounds into the double play. Man. Not great from him. Alan Ford, 3 for 3 today. Can he make it 4 for 4? No. He flies out to center field. I would like Gage Wood to get me the 9th, and he does. Very good. Here's Andahar before the lineup flips. Hits it up the middle. Andahar is aboard. Tying run is at first base. Clark rifles it to left. The ball is down. That should be enough to get Andahar to third. And it does. Max Clark in at second. Andahar at third. We're going to warm up Gastelum in case this goes sideways. I'm going to pinch hit for Tian. Triantos, here's what I need from you. Hit the ball to the first base side. Or get walked on 4 pitches. I'm not going to complain. Bases loaded. How you lead. Bang. And he hits it deep. Right field. Sayonara, Red Sox. Walk-off grand slam from How You Lee. And we beat the Red Sox 8-5. So long. Thanks for the memories. Very good from our bats today. Alan Ford, 3 hits. Turner had 2 hits, 3 RBIs. The How You Lee Grand Slam was spectacular. Poor Ben Joyce. He was doing so well this season, and he just gives up 3 hits, a walk, and a mask. Oh, boy. Not good from Okuda. He takes his second blown save of the season. Last 2 runs. But hey, we get the win in walk-off fashion. Let us sim the finale. Oh, we lose at 1-4. Come on, guys. 12 strikeouts, left 11 men on. Nothing doing there. Ozuna pitches okay, but Griffin Jacks and Gastelum both give up runs. And that is that. All right, that is where I will stop the episode here. We currently sit 15-13, so not great, especially considering where we started things. Yeah, getting swept there by the Cardinals. Not pretty. But now we have a big series against the Dodgers, who are third in the division, but they're only a game and a half back of us. So that is something that's going to be a very fun series, I think. I think we have a lot of questions about our lineup. Right now we have 6 players who are above average in terms of OPS. One of them only has 3 games. The other one's our backup catcher. So that's not nothing. I think in terms of on-base percentage, really, only Condon has a number I like of 370. Backup catcher is doing good. Alan Ford's doing good, but we have not been able to get on base in the slightest. We have a bottom 5 offense in the National League in every single category except runs, homers, and steals. So that's going to be fun. I think this year we may need to ride our pitching to victory. We'll see how that plays out. But I thank you all for watching. We will have hopefully 2 more streams the rest of this week. One for the Rockies rebuild and then another for my coordinator climb over on Football Coach College Dynasty. But I thank you all. I will see you next time where hopefully we will end April strong and get into May on a hot streak. See you then.